total cost of ownership, the way it influences maintenance budgeting. So, if I'm looking to replace or upgrade a piece of equipment or expand and buy additional equipment, you add man hours of maintenance, you add failure modes, you add a lot of things that cause you to have to maintain that equipment. Now, I know it's brand new and you should be able to run it, run it, run it, run it. But even with that, you have to maintain a brand new car. If you buy a brand new car and you never change the oil, it's going to fail. So you have to budget for that total cost of ownership. And industrially, I have a hard time finding somebody that actually does that accurately. And it's so commonplace. It should be like this for everything. So if I was to go out to a car lot right now, it tells you what the annual cost of ownership is or expected cost of ownership is right on the window sticker. So if I was looking at a truck, it would tell me what the estimated fuel cost is at X dollars per gallon. And then it would tell you what the estimated annual maintenance cost is because they've got their basic maintenance programs laid out all the way out to 80,000 miles. So a lot of manufacturers of equipment are doing that as well. However, the variation in where I use my equipment changes pretty drastically based on how I'm going to run it, what my product is. So if I look at total cost of ownership, I have X number of man hours to complete X number of work orders on PMs with this many parts. I should be able to look at that over a period of years and estimate that plus or minus 5%, compare that against the total cost of money year over year, and understand the capital investment is here. I expect to get this much production out of it over the years, and it's going to cost me this much more to maintain it. That helps me budget for this and decide whether or not this new piece of equipment is going to be worth a purchase. And if I do the same thing for my existing equipment over time, I can say, hey, I've reached the point of diminishing returns on this equipment. So the goal is to buy a piece of equipment, take good care of it, maintain it, look for defects, improve its ability to run, and run it until it's depreciated so that once it's depreciated and it's still being productive, I can run it for a number of years before technology outpaces the machine and basically print money because I'm not depreciating this asset anymore. I'm making money off this asset purely, and it's contributing to the overall company's well-being. Then I can look at when the maintenance cost starts to escalate, and sometimes it's curvy linear, it curves up gradually because it's wearing out. A lot of times it's because there's some new technology in the market and you want to jump to the next new thing. If you don't use detailed TCO, total cost of ownership, along with an ROI or even a modified internal rate of return when looking at new equipment, you rely on, honestly, creative writing skills of the person asking for the money and then their reputation. So it becomes very subjective and not very data based. So total cost of ownership has an indirect impact to the overall maintenance budget 5 years from now after buying a piece of equipment. The best you can do is guesstimate, but it's garbage in, garbage out. So if I'm not tracking my maintenance spending the right way or in enough detail, when I go to ask for new equipment, I have a hard time justifying it.